Martin.
5 years ago, my son, my oldest, Dylan, you and me and Daddy were the only ones here in Point Park. So welcome. We are really glad you're here and you made it to the top of Lookout Mountain. Yeah, you did it.
I have a dream that one day this nation will rise up and live out the true meaning of its creed. We hold these truths to be self-evident, that all men are created equal. Will one day live in a nation where they will not be judged by the color of their skin, but by the content of their character. I have a dream.
You know, part of adopting is you want to create a strong family network and you want to build attachment with your child. And so even as an infant, I remember just thinking, looking at Dylan and thinking, how can we create a strong family for you? I'd been trying to create this collection of books with either telling the African American story or just having little brown-skinned children in it. And but one of them was Martin Luther King's I Have a Dream speech. So here I am holding Dylan and I'm reading him I Have a Dream speech. I got to the part of the speech where it says, "From Lookout Mountain, Tennessee, let freedom ring." And it just came to me then, like, what if our family went every year to Lookout Mountain, Tennessee, and we read the speech and we shouted, "Let freedom ring."
When the idea kind of first hit us this first couple of years, it was sort of a fun adventure to go on as a family, but as it's progressed, it's become a very, very important thing that we've just agreed to, as a family, to invest in.
At that point, I didn't really think it was going to become anything more than just our family, but I did begin to talk about it more and thought, oh, let's invite some friends. And we sat up here on the top of these stairs and we read Dr. King's I Have a Dream speech. And now we have done this every year since, and we have invited more and more friends, and it's just grown into something that we feel is really special.
As soon as she told me, 5 years ago now, that this is what you wanted to do, I knew that other people would be attracted to this. I felt like I already could sort of see the potential for it to impact, communities even outside of our own. So in some ways, I'm not surprised to see other people drawn to it and to see it grow a little bit more each year after each year.
This year on top of the mountain will be one of our most diverse years. There's 36 students coming from Stratford High School, which is the school that's predominantly minorities.
There's something that's been really a sweet gift for us to sort of stand in Lookout Mountain and to kind of remember that this was the place that Dr. King thought of because of the people he knew here that were walking out this very important story of seeing segregation end in the U.S.
We'll head up to the memorial at Point Park and read together the I Have a Dream speech. And when we get to the refrain at the end, all of the kids yell together, "Let freedom ring."
Ready? Here we go. Hold it up. So let freedom ring from the prodigious hilltops of New Hampshire. Let freedom ring from the mighty mountains of New York. Let freedom ring from the heightening Alleghenies of Pennsylvania. Let freedom ring, from the snow-capped Rockies of Colorado.
Let freedom ring from the glacial slopes of California. But not only that, let freedom ring from Stone Mountain of Georgia. Let freedom ring from Lookout Mountain of Tennessee. Let freedom ring from every hill and molehill of Mississippi. From every mountainside.
Let freedom ring.
I hope that more and more friends come and join us, because it's certainly become one of the high points of our year. And I don't even think your family has to look like ours for it to be one of the high points of yours.
The other day at the breakfast table, Dylan and I were having a conversation about his brown skin, and I said, "Do you know what your brown skin means to me, Dylan?" I said, "Your brown skin to me reminds me of courage and of incredible strength in the midst of unimaginable injustice, that points to a God who says, I am with you and I will not leave you here, but I will come after you and I will come rescue you. And this isn't the end of the story.